you will have to go through these all issues. So once you will be able to rectify these issues, you will have confidence. So let me just restart the firewall.
Okay.
Management is not running. You know why? Because I
Oh.
have changed last time I also changed the VM virtual editor. After a class, I was just roaming around everywhere, so I changed the virtual adapter also. This is VM. I'll just create it as host and also change it in firewall. So it is not connecting, I guess, to this is my VMNet custom 2, which is specified as a net. This is net, so use it as a net. VMNet 2. This is for outside interface. This is for inside interface. This is for management interface.
Looks like it's gonna start now, right?
It is starting system checking everything inside kernel of the firewall. It is checking inside whatever what we say coding is done for NFS server, NFS mounted. This is all done in Linux. So SSHD start, NTP ID, NTP server is starting, NFS service is starting, NFS daemon pan software now is starting. So we are now good. So it is change. I just changed it from host to net. And then also I change it to net, so it needs to be created a net ID. Let's see if it is working. Otherwise, we'll stop and I'll ask you to share your screen.
Okay.
Just check. Meanwhile, we can check it. User ID is still loading.
Mm.
User ID sync takes time in lab as well as in production also. So once you reboot firewall, once you upgrade firewall, it takes a lot of time to log in. You will have your interface available, but you won't be able to log in due to user ID sync.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Suppose sometimes you have got a chance to reload firewall and upgrade the firewall, then firewall comes up very quick, but the user ID sync happens little late.
What is it syncing with?
Syncing with username, ID, administrator, admin, so it takes
Mm-hmm.
time. See, it is coming up, but
Mm-hmm.
the user IDs takes time.
Okay. So is it because like it has to go check in LDAP and stuff?
Yeah, it has to check everything
Mm-hmm.
related to LDAP and stuff. Still loading. Server rebooting, you can see, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Server review. And the default username and password is admin, right?
Yes, it is by default. We know that. Connecting to server, management server failed. So what I'm doing is I'm just going back and making the changes in the virtual adapter. It is happening because it is not getting internet, I guess. So let me change it to the host so it can directly connect it to the physical network subnet. Once it will be changed, it will be available. Let me change it from here as well. So I'll change it to host only. Connect VMs internally in a private network. So it will get an IP.
Okay.
I have changed to host only. Okay. I will also change it here. So this is my management. This is VMnet 2. I'll keep it as a host only.
Okay.
I should work. It will take time. Then we'll start.
No problem.
So last login it is showing. It will just. Meanwhile, it's starting. We can just go ahead to our next slides.
Okay.
So we have already discussed about this. A zone can have one or more physical logical interfaces. A zone can have one or more physical logical interfaces. It is saying that
Yes.
inside
Mm-hmm.
zone have multiple interfaces. You can see data center zone can have multiple interfaces.
Mm-hmm.
1.4, 1.5. The zone name so zone name is case insensitive. You cannot keep all capital and then you are creating different zone with all small letters, right? So that will be counted as a separate zone in Palo Alto firewall. Suppose you created a separate zone,
Okay.
naming as inside zone, same name, but that
Mm.
is all capital.
So it's case sensitive.
Is case sensitive, then it will be considered as a different zone.
Mm-hmm.
It will not be a same zone,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you have to consider Palo Alto will all itself consider as a different zone.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have created different zone policies. Good. So tape zone support tap interface. I'll show you in the firewall lab. Or I'll show you in your environment as well. Tape zone supports tap interface. Virtual wire zone supports virtual wire interface. Tunnel zone support no interface assigned. So tunnel zone we can assign from ourselves. It is not any specific zone created in the Palo Alto firewall naming as a tunnel zone.
Mm. Okay.
Layer 2 zone, we have layer 2 interfaces. These are the predefined zones, predefined interface type in the Palo Alto firewall.
Mm-hmm.
So layer 3 zone, we can assign layer 3 interface, VLAN interface, loopback interface, tunnel interface. We can assign all of the interfaces.
So what do we plug in into those interfaces, like routers and the other one layer 2 switches?
Yes. So
Okay.
MGT management and H interface are not assigned to a zone. So these interfaces are not assigned to any of the zone. So these
Yes.
are free interfaces, right? We are not creating
Mm-hmm.
it. If you have seen it, management interface, we are not creating as an interface. We are
Mm-hmm.
creating as a management interface.
Mm-hmm.
It is there in the separate. It is there in the separate zone. If let me show you that in the firewall,
Mm-hmm.
it is more
Mm-hmm.
understood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it is already logged in. So let me just check if it is start working or not. So it has logged in. So management interface, we know we have separate interfaces created for management, right? So this is the management interface. So this is not assigned to any of the zone. That is why we do not have any specific zone for management interface. If we
Okay.
talk about other interfaces, so this is the interfaces tab, and we do have a lot of interfaces here. Either it is Ethernet, VLAN, loopback, and tunnel.
Okay.
Okay. And then zones we will be adding.
So this is the same that you had in the presentation slides, that the
Yes, yes.
virtual wire zone. Okay, so Ethernet is the what okay, that's the
Ethernet
interface.
is a physical
Physical
interfaces.
interface. Okay,
Yeah.
and the VLAN is the VLAN.
VLAN, right?
Okay.
And
Looks.
loopback interfaces, just to check, we can create any interface as a VLAN interfaces to check the connectivity internally. And tunnel interface is related to creating a tunnel from one to connect from one side to other side.
Okay.
On one side data center firewall to other data center firewall, we need to have a tunnel. So we have to create a specific interfaces for creating tunnel. So one side interface and other side interface we need to create. Let me just show you there. Suppose created, I've removed everything, right? So let's go to back to Ethernet.
So in here it will show all the interfaces, right?
Yes,
Like
it will
that.
show all the
Okay.
interface. See,
Okay.
1/1, 1/2, 1/3, 1/4,
Mm-hmm.
1/5. Every interface you will see it here.
Mm-hmm.
These are the interfaces.
Physical interfaces. Okay.
Yeah. So suppose I'm creating zones. I'm creating a zone, internal zone, external zone. So I have added external zone to 1.1. Suppose I'm adding 1.1. I'm adding other and other also. I have two zones, right? External
Yeah.
zone 1.1. So I am adding interfaces as well in external zone. I cannot add 1.1/2 just because it is already a trust aligned to a trust zone. See, I'll not get it. So 1.1 is already added. I can again add some tunnel I can add because it is not added to our internal zone. So I added tunnel because it is not, I cannot add 1/2 in the external zone because it is already occupied with the internal zone. So in the interface cannot have different zones, but zones can have multiple interfaces.
Okay.
Right? I had a few questions to share also. Tap interface, yes. While creating interface, you can see, right? Let me create some other zones as well.
Okay.
We can just name it anything, DMG, and we can just log setting none, just tap layer 3 because we are going to align an interface. See, tap is something which will be created as a tap. The firewall will not be working as a L3 layer 3. Tap mode, we don't need to have any interface. We only need to have tap interface. See, so it is not asking to have any interface. Either it is 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, right? So it will not ask you tap it. If it is layer 3 interface, it will ask you for the interfaces. See, interface starts showing up. If it is tap interface, there is no interface will be there. Only tap interface can be assigned.
I'm so
So
sorry.
let me,
I'm a little bit not clear. Can you say it again?
yeah. Suppose I'm creating tap interface.
Okay, so we said tab interface is not um,
It's
like
not related to L3. L3 is
it's
specific.
okay. It's not related. Okay, I thought you said it's not related to a zone. Okay, so tab is not related. It's an interface. An
Yeah,
interface not related to a layer 3.
let me show no issues. Let me show to you.